Next part of the discussion is about CFA versus CA. At the start only, I had mentioned that CA is about accounting. It's about making the financial report. It's about what company does in a complete year. That is buying the raw material, processing it, converting it, selling it to the customer and taking money from the customer. This all process put into the financial report is a job of accountant. CFA ka role is about analyzing those financial statements and coming to a conclusion that based on the financial statements being analyzed, is the company good to invest or is the company bad and should be avoided. That's the major difference between the CA and the CFA. CA is more of accounts, but yes, there are finance elements in the CA. CA is about accounting. CA is about taxation, direct, indirect. CA is about law. CA is about IT, and CA is about finance. I repeat, CA is about account. I forgot. CA is about audit. CA is about law. CA is about tax. CA is about IT, and CA is about finance. Yes, there are subjects of finance in CA. However, if you like only finance and if you don't like audit, unfortunately, you will not be able to succeed in your CA. To succeed in your CA, you need to have 40 marks in each subject, and the group you need to score 200 marks. So despite of the point that you may dislike a subject, you have to manage 40 marks in that subject and 200 marks in a group which consists of 4 subjects. If it happens that you score 40, 40, 40, 40, but that's 160, which is not good enough to clear the group, you'll have to take those 4 subjects again. Despite of clearing each subject, the group score was not 200, you'll have to take those 4 subjects again. So the total group score should be about 200. That's difficult. Second thing which is difficult in a course of course of CA is that it's a subjective exam, and subjective exam I believe, cannot test the true intelligence of a student. It tests the by hearting of the student, does not test the true whether the student is able to analyze the things or not. That could be understood more in the objective question and not in the subjective question. So for example, a CA question would be differences between monetary policy and fiscal policy. All right. So students will by heart that, write it and get full marks. An objective question which is at the heart of a CFA would be something like, in the current scenario, is monetary policy going to be more effective or fiscal policy is going to be more effective? So more thinking oriented questions could be better be put in the CFA course, and analytical skills could be tested. CA course is much cheaper as compared to CFA course. CA course is much cheaper because the course is coming from the Indian government. ICI is a body of Indian government, so the course is little cheaper. Without any coaching classes, the fees of everything would be around 50,000. It is orientation, then some trainings, IT training, GMCS, general management trainings, GMCS 1, GMCS 2, etc., and the exam. So together it comes less than 50,000. CFA 2 lakh. So way higher. Cost is too higher for CFA. But there are scholarships available in the CFA, but I'll talk about the scholarship later on. CA course is a little course that you need to be little more careful about. Why? It's a course which is very easy to enter, and it's a course which is very difficult to pass. CA also has 3 levels. It's not called as level 1, level 2, level 3. It's called as the entry, which is called as foundation, the inter, and the final. Now the names are bit kind of changing, but general term is foundation. Foundation, inter, and the final. Foundation, the most easy. Inter, slightly difficult but manageable. Final, the most difficult. I'll just put it on your screen, the value of the CA at each level. That is value that you will get of CFA at each level. Okay, I'll just put it on the screen for you guys. How CFA is different from CA. So let's say I'm over here. Okay, that's my value right now. Okay, so I complete my foundation, my value increases from here to here. As good as nothing. Foundation has no value on the resume. Then I complete my inter, the value increases from here to here. So foundation has absolutely no value, inter has absolutely no value, and then you clear final, which is quite difficult, and you clear final and the value will be something like this. So which means whatever value is there in a CA course, that's only for the final. The intermediate levels, the intermediate and the foundation level do not really have any value. If you write on your resume, I'm a CA inter guy, you don't have that much of value. If you write on a resume that I have cleared CA foundation, the interviewer will laugh at you because it has no value. In the final which I just spoke about, the value is quite high, and the value in the CA final depends on three things. You could be in that one of that three category. Depends on three categories, not three things, depends on three categories. Number one, you could be a ranker, like a merit, which is there, used to be there in the 10th and the 12th standard. Right now there's no merit, but in CA there is a merit. So you could be a rank holder in the CA. So if you're a rank holder, that's like a category 1. These guys get a package in the range of 12 lakh to 15 lakh. Right? The rankers get a package of around 10 lakh to 15 lakh. Let me be conservative, 10 to 12 lakhs. So rankers get a package of 10 to 12 lakh. Second category, those who clear CA final in the first attempt. Right? तूने first attempt में CA final clear किया, you're great. It's a difficult exam, you clear that in the first attempt, so you're great. That great category is 8 to 10 lakh. So CA final CA cleared in the first attempt, 8 to 10 lakh. Ayush, you can confirm with Arpita about it. And the people who have cleared CA in the second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt, fifth attempt, etc. attempt, around 5 to 8 lakh. That's a category 3. So the rankers would get a package in the range of 10, 12, 15 lakh. The first attempt category would get a package in the range of around 8 lakh, 10 lakh in this package. Could be a little more conservative by saying 7 to 9 lakhs maybe, but I've seen the first attempt guys getting a package of 8 lakh. 10 lakh to thoda zyada bol diya maine, but 7 to 9 lakh, what you can assume. And the second attempt, third attempt, 5 to 8 lakhs is what I've seen. So if you look at it, the rankers ka package is much more than the CFA. First attempt ka package is also higher, slightly higher than the CFA. 6 to 8 lakh, what I said for the CFA, if you recollect. So CFA package 6 to 8 lakh. CA ranker 12 lakh, 10 lakh more than 6 to 8 lakhs. CA first attempt still much better than compared to your CFA. Like CA first attempt would be around 8 to 10 lakh, 8 to 9 lakh, still better than 6 to 8 lakh for CFA. Second, third attempt wala jo package hai, that's kind of comparable with the CFA. So CFA में फर्क नहीं पड़ता that your first attempt, second attempt or third attempt. CFA में clear हुआ, fine. So no one will ask you कितने attempt में clear हुआ. So CFA, any attempt cleared could be compared with the package could be comparable with CA second attempt, third attempt. CA first attempt has a slightly better package as compared to CFA, and rankers to have an awesome package as compared to the CFA. Awesome means 10 plus. Whereas over here it's around 6 to 8 lakhs. All right, so then why do CA do CFA? I mean, you must have seen, right? I mean, raise hand, how many of you have seen CA doing CFA? How many of you have seen CA doing a CFA? Many of you have seen that CA doing the CFA. So why do CA do CFA? Is because the competition amongst the CA has increased considerably. Two reasons. One reason is what I just said right now, and second reason is the knowledge that you get in the finance field would be in little more, not little bit, in quite a more depth as compared to the finance knowledge which is there in the CA field. So in the CA, as I said earlier, there's accounts, there's audit, there's tax, there's law, there's IT, and there's a finance. So the focus is solely not on finance. CFA, the focus is solely on finance. So those chartered accountants who do not want to make career in accounting, those chartered accountants who do not want to make career in taxation, मतलब उनको tax file करने में मजा नहीं आता. Those chartered accountants who do not want to make career in audit. So I have done CA, but tax नहीं करना है, audit नहीं करना है, accounts नहीं करना है, मुझे core finance में जाना है. Those chartered accountants are finding a competition coming from MBA finance guys as well as chartered financial analyst guys. So those CA guys who do not want to make career in accounts, audit, tax, law, etc., they want to do in the core finance, they were finding competition coming from other CAs also, because passing rate of CA has increased. So there's a lot of competition coming from other CA. There's competition coming from MBA finance guys, There are a lot of MBA colleges. So the competition coming from MBA finance guys, and then there is competition coming from CFA. So just to increase their chances as well as to get an in-depth knowledge of finance, they have started doing the CFA course. All right. So that's the reason you will see CA guys also doing a CFA course. They do find the level 1 quite easy. They will find level 2 relatively easier compared to others, but still I have seen many people who are cleared CA have struggled in level 2. Not because the content of level 2 is quite difficult. I would put it, the content of level 2 is much easier as compared to the content of CA final. Then why don't the CA guys who have cleared CA final struggled in level 2? The reason is, while you were preparing for CA final, you were a full-time student. Yes, you could be an article, but you get a leave from articleship very easily. But when you are doing a CFA course, then you would be working. And when you're working, you work for 12 hours. You completely lose energy, and hence you do not get a time to thoroughly prepare for a CFA exam. And that's where the challenge is, that CFA is to be managed along with the job. It's not an exam where you have to leave everything and full time. I'm going to study full time CFA. This is not the exam where you should prepare full time. If you prepare full time, that is going to go against you. Why? Out of 10 guys who clear CFA, 8 to 9 guys are managing to clear CFA either along with their job or level 1, at least along with their graduation. That is in the final year of their graduation. If you leave your job and if you quote that as a reason that because I was not getting time, hence I left the job to prepare for CFA, the interviewer will, I wouldn't laugh at you, but interviewer will find that if this guy can't manage CFA along with a job, how can he manage so intense work pressure? So you will be considered kind of a weak player in the round of interview. So strongly it is going to go against you if you leave a job to pursue this course of CFA. I hope you got to know the difference between CFA and CA. If you have further questions on that, I will take it in a while. Just take it, just raise hand later on and I will be taking those questions in a while.